Hello, hello, hello. It's Teacher Will, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on vocabulary. Words that begin with the letter A, like America or apple. And what I'm going to do in this video is that I'm going to kind of have you work with me. I'm going to kind of explain the word, give a definition, explain synonyms, and then use the word in the sentence, and then give you a little bit of time to figure out what the word is. Learning vocabulary oftentimes can be hard for individuals because there's not a particular approach, or I've been teaching for over a decade now, and I hear people say, oh my goodness, how do I remember words? Well, here is a particular 4-step approach. Step 1 is you want to be able to define or explain the word. Step 2 is to come up with associated synonyms. Step 3 is to use the word in a sentence or a question. And the last step, which becomes very hard, is that you have to use and make that word, you have to become immersed in it. You have to use it, speak it, write it. And that oftentimes becomes hard for people because they're not using the word. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So I'm going to describe the word and give you some time to guess what the word is. So if you're new, before we get started, if you're new to the ATW family, click on that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that when I drop a video, you're made aware of it. It costs you nothing, so it's free. All right? Sharing is caring. It's about reciprocity. All right, here we go. Let's get into our first word. Our first word, again, these are all words that begin with the letter A. Are you ready? The definition of this word is more than enough or plentiful. Synonyms of the word, it would include surplus or sufficient or abundant. Do you know what the word is? It begins with A and ends with E. The word is ample. Ample. I have an ample supply of knowledge, so therefore I'm going to improve my English. Or if I don't have an ample supply of vocabulary words, then I need to figure out a way of how I'm going to learn. What must I do? Must I find a teacher, or must I go to a language school? So the word is ample. Our second word. This word means someone who has a great deal of resources or wealth. Synonyms of the word would include rich, wealthy, or prosperous. Do you know what the word is? It begins with A and it ends in the letter T. Do you know? The word is affluent. Affluent. As an example, you want me to use it in a sentence? Great. In your city, are there affluent neighborhoods? Or the affluent man gave over 25% of his overall income to charity every month. So the word is affluent. Our next word begins with the letter A, ends with the letter E. Parts of speech, it is a verb. This word, the definition, means to make something less severe or burdensome. Synonyms of the word would include ease, relieve, or lessen. What's the word? The word is alleviate. Alleviate. As an example, oh, do you have a headache? You might want to take an aspirin to alleviate the pain. Another example of the word alleviate. Listen, I'm trying to alleviate your fear or your anxiety if you're trying to accomplish your goal or if you're trying to learn English. It's okay, step by step. That's the word, alleviate. Are we learning anything? Are you learning anything? I hope you are. All right, let's get into our next word. Again, words that begin with the letter A. The word begins with A, it ends in the letter S. This word has multiple definitions. One definition of the word is open to more than one interpretation. The second definition is something that is not clear. Synonyms of this word could be vague, murky, opaque, or unclear. Do you know what the word is? The word is ambiguous. Ambiguous. As an example, why did you make that ambiguous statement? I'm not sure what you mean. Can I ask you a question to clarify? Or another example, that statement was quite ambiguous. I don't know how to take what you said. Better yet, please, as it relates to your learning, do not be ambiguous. Ask for help, believe in yourself, motivate yourself. All right, let's get to our next word. Letter A again. This word, letter A, it ends in letter E. This sometimes happens. Definition of the word is someone or a person who is anxious that something might happen or occur. Synonyms of the word would include nervous, uneasy, perplexed, or worried. The word is apprehensive. I understand you might be a little apprehensive as it relates to speaking in English or giving a public presentation. However, you don't have to be apprehensive. It takes practice, and the more work that you do, the better outcome that you will receive. So the word again is apprehensive. All right, let's get to our last word, beginning with the letter A. And this particular word, again, begins with the letter A and ends with the letter E. I like this word. I think this word has applicability. The definition of the word is when a person is confident in a direct statement or opinion or need. Synonym of the word would include confident, firm, self-assured. What's the word? The word is assertive. Assertive. If you want to achieve your goals in English, you need to be assertive. Make a plan. Or, for example, you were quite assertive in speaking during your presentation. That is why you closed the deal. Assertive. It's a very, very important word. All right, so those are the particular vocabulary words that begin with the letter A, and it's interesting. Those words are typically used in an academic setting or business setting, and actually, if you took or have, actually, here's what happened. I was teaching a course, the ATW Master Class, and these are particular words that I taught my students, and they were like, wow, I didn't understand these words. Well, it's just like any other word. Whether it's smart, intelligent, good, or bad. You become used to words once you make them part of your life. So remember these words and remember the 4-step approach to vocabulary. Thank you very much for listening. If you be so kind, if you want, in the comments section, use one or more than one all of the words. Use it in a sentence or a question to consolidate your learning. Until next time, keep believing in yourself. Subscribe to the channel. Be part of the ATW family. Until then, keep believing in yourself and keep learning.